Hello, welcome to EMS Weekly. I'm Jacob Keithley.
And I'm Bryn King.
This week, EMS Weekly had the opportunity to speak with several administrators and teachers at the Hollenstein Career Center. I had the opportunity to speak with Dana Eldridge, who is the Director of Career and Technology here at Eagle Mountain Saginaw ISD. Ms. Eldridge says she enjoys seeing students who do what they are passionate about.
Hello, Ms. Eldridge. I want to thank you for joining us today. Hope you're having a good day.
Good morning, Jacob.
Okay. So we'd like to ask you, how exactly did you get involved in CTE, Career and Technical Education here?
I have been in career and technical education for 25 years. I came in as a teacher, teaching business, finance courses, accounting, business law, taught a little bit of computer science as well. Did that for 8 years. And then after that went into post-secondary at the college level, and then missed public school so much that I came back and became a CTE director and went into administration.
How exactly did you get this job here at the HCTC?
Actually, I was already in the district as the CTE director.
Okay.
And so I started that in 2003, maybe longer. When you're my age, it gets old.
Yes,
it gets long.
And
And so I was already directing CTE. I was already over those programs, including ag, business, education and training, family and consumer sciences. And they were at our high school. And at that time, we only had Boswell. We only had one high school. And so we built Saginaw High School after that. And what we started noticing is that we were running out of room, physically running out of spaces to have classes. And we weren't able to offer the advanced courses. And so the recommendation was made to build a career center. And out of that came this building. In 2007, it was put before the voters, the bond passed, and in 2008, we started the planning processes for opening the building and have been open for 7 years. And it gave us the capability of expanding our programs from what we were already doing and gave us both the physical space and the advanced courses.
what, Ms. Eldridge, would you say you enjoy most about, being involved in CTE just here at the HCTC? What would you say you enjoy most about that?
Well, it's y'all, it's the students. It's getting to come to work every day and see you all do something that you're passionate about, that you love or you want to learn more about. And it's kids who are in ag, kids who are in Cosmos, students who are in AV, culinary, every program imaginable, students get to experience and decide, is this really something I want to do for a career? And make those decisions early on and get to experience those. I get to come to work every day and see students that are way smarter than I am now and having so many more opportunities than what I had when I was a student.
What would you say your vision for the CTE program's vision for the district? What would you say that is?
It's to be both reflective on what we're doing, but also able to move into whatever advances are made in that career field. We've got to stay up. We have to make sure that we're moving forward with preparing students to go into that field, whether it's going on to college or going directly into that career field after high school. We've got to stay up to date. We've got to stay modern. We've got to make sure our equipment is good and our practices are good and our techniques are the latest and the greatest. I don't think it's really a particular program. I think we'll know that as students make decisions on what it is they're interested in. Obviously, STEM right now is very popular, but STEM is very diverse. And so we don't know what areas are going to grow in that. And we know AV is changing dramatically. Welding, manufacturing, all these programs change according to what the career field needs, what those employers need, and we just need to make sure that we can be proactive in providing those opportunities. I don't think anybody has as good a job as I do because you all make it worthwhile. You want to be here, you want to learn something, you want to do something. You want to make the world a better place in whatever it is that you do. And so I'm just really fortunate.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Eldridge. This has been Dana Eldridge. She is the Director of CTE for the district and Principal here at the Hollenstein. So thank you again for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
That was a great interview, Jacob. It's great to have administrators who are excited about our education. EMS ISD has great opportunities for the students and teachers. One of those is the EMS ISD Educational Foundation. Our own Matt Foster sat down with the director of the foundation to tell us more.
And I am here with the Executive Director of the Education Foundation, Suzanne Johnson. What is the Education Foundation?
The Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization the partners with the ISD. We provide funds for scholarships and grants to support our students and teachers.
So you're the executive director. That's your role. What do you do as executive director?
What I do is I work with donors, sponsors, volunteers. I administer all the scholarships and grants. I do marketing, fundraising, pretty much everything that happens within the foundation I'm in charge of.
So you've described what the Education Foundation does, but what are its end goals?
The goal for the foundation actually is to support our students, to be able to give them what they need in order to create a successful life for themselves and basically create social change.
How old is the Education Foundation?
It started in 2005. It's probably the last 9 years that it has really, that somebody has been in charge of it, and it's been run that way.
It's not all that old. So how far would you say that the Education Foundation has come since its founding?
Oh, a long ways. Actually, at the end of 2017, we have awarded basically $1.2 million, which is quite a bit. It really is. You can make a lot of change with that.
So were you in the Education Foundation before you became executive director?
No, I was not. I have worked in nonprofits for 17 years, but it has been on the business side as president of Chamber of Commerce.
So you weren't in the Education Foundation before. So what was the story behind you becoming executive director of the Education Foundation?
Actually, I was asked to come talk to them about running the foundation, and I think what some of the prerequisites that they were looking for is understanding the donor, the sponsors, having a passion for making a difference, being able to run the finances, events, those type of things. So even though these two seemingly different nonprofit organizations, even though they look different, they actually have a whole lot in common in many ways, because there you support business owners in also providing them tools and support to embetter their lives as well. So it's really not that far-fetched from each other.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. I appreciate the opportunity.
The Education Foundation provides a lot of services to students and teachers. For more information about the foundation, you can visit their website, www.emsef.org. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Check us out next week when we talk to one of the HCTC cosmetology instructors and the chef behind the HCTC Bistro. I'm Jacob Keithley.
And I'm Bryn King.
Have a great week.